It starts with a quiet thought, a conversation, a late-night search. More young Americans are turning that thought into a plan to leave the country they call home. In 2024, over 1 in 5 said they'd move if they could. For millennials and Gen Z, the urge is even stronger. They're questioning if the American dream is still alive or if it's moved overseas. This isn't just wanderlust. It's a steady stream of young, educated, ambitious people searching for a different way of life. They want security, affordability, and values that match their own. The promise of America feels out of reach for many. We met Sarah, a 28-year-old graphic designer from Ohio, learning German for a move to Berlin. "I love my country," she says, "but with my student debt, healthcare costs, and the political climate, I don't see a future here." Her story echoes across forums and social media. This is a potential brain drain: doctors, scientists, artists, and entrepreneurs looking for the exit. A 2025 poll found over 3/4 of U.S. researchers considering moving abroad. When a nation's brightest minds look elsewhere, it's a warning sign. What's pushing America's own children away? And what are they finding abroad that's missing at home? The answers reveal a country at a crossroads. The quiet exodus is no longer so quiet. It's a story America can't afford to ignore. For many, the decision to leave starts with simple math: paychecks versus bills. The cost of living has soared, but wages lag behind. Over half of young Americans now say life in the U.S. is unaffordable. Homeownership, starting a family, even saving for retirement, these dreams feel out of reach. Student debt is crushing. In Europe, a master's degree can cost less than a single U.S. semester. Healthcare is another burden. One accident can mean financial ruin. In countries with universal healthcare, that fear fades. Michael, a former federal employee, moved to Austria for grad school. "Here I pay a small fee and I'm covered." The peace of mind is incredible. Young people want stability, not just lower costs. They want a system where hard work leads to progress, not just survival. The wealth gap is another factor. Billionaires pay less tax than many young workers. Over half of young Americans see this as a barrier to success. They're not looking for an easy life, just a fair chance. Countries with strong social safety nets, affordable education, and accessible healthcare are attractive. They want an economy that works for everyone, not just the top. The American price tag is simply too high. For many, the math just doesn't add up. So they're looking elsewhere. Economic pressures are only part of the story. Political unease is pushing many young Americans to the exit. The climate is polarized, hostile, and for some, frightening. The 2024 election and the rise of far-right ideologies felt like a breaking point. Many see a rollback of rights and a misalignment of values. Marginalized groups, especially, feel targeted and unsafe. "We feel like we have a target on our backs," a Houston couple told us, as they pursue dual citizenship. For many, moving abroad is self-preservation, a search for stability and tolerance. After the 2024 election, searches for how to move to Canada surged, and European universities saw a spike in American applicants. When a country's political climate drives away its brightest minds, something is deeply wrong. The search for a future aligned with their values is leading many to look beyond America's borders. For many, leaving is about finding safety. America's gun violence is unique among developed nations. Mass shootings have created a culture of fear. Parents worry about schools, young people feel unsafe in public spaces. Many are seeking countries where this level of violence is unthinkable. Social stability is just as important. Divisions along political, racial, and economic lines have frayed the social fabric. Marginalized communities feel the strain most. Abroad, many find better work-life balance, shorter work weeks, more vacation, and time for family. They describe stronger social trust, public investment, and a sense of community. Clean parks, efficient transit, and vibrant public spaces foster belonging. For many, this is what's missing at home: a stable, caring society. The search is for a place to feel safe, valued, and at peace. Where are young Americans going? Canada tops the list. Close, familiar, and offering universal health care and a progressive climate. Europe is another magnet. Italy, the UK, Ireland, and Germany are favorites. Some seek ancestral roots, others are drawn by lifestyle and lower costs. Ireland has seen a surge in passport applications from Americans. Graduate school is a popular route. European universities offer affordable English-taught programs and post-graduation work permits. Australia's laid-back culture and Latin America's lower costs are also appealing. The rise of remote work has opened doors with digital nomad visas, making it easier to live and work abroad. Each destination offers a different vision of the good life. For many, it's about more than geography, it's about possibility. The world is open in ways it never was before. Young Americans are seizing the chance. They're building new lives, far from home. Moving abroad is no longer a leap into the unknown. Social media is filled with stories of young Americans making the move, sharing tips, struggles, and triumphs. Online communities offer support, advice, and solidarity. When someone posts about homesickness, a wave of encouragement follows. These digital pioneers demystify the process, making it less daunting. Their stories are personal and powerful. A defense contractor who left after the 2024 election, a teacher who found relief from school shooting fears in Scotland. They're not just debating politics, they're making real-life choices for safety and happiness. But they're honest about the challenges: language barriers, bureaucracy, loneliness. Life abroad isn't a fantasy, it's complex and rewarding. By sharing both highs and lows, they provide a roadmap for others. The journey is hard, but for many, it's worth it. The digital expat community is growing, and so is the movement. The American story is being rewritten, one post at a time. This quiet exodus is more than a trend, it's a statement about the American dream. For generations, that dream meant hard work in America led to a better life. Now, many believe that dream is found elsewhere. The social contract feels broken. The promise of America is no longer enough. Those leaving often love their country, but feel let down. Life abroad isn't perfect. Every country has its own struggles. But for many, the chance at a better life is worth the risk. This is about the universal search for home, safety, and happiness. Young Americans aren't giving up on the dream. They're redefining it. They're expanding what home can mean. Their journey challenges us all. What kind of country do we want to be? Will America remain a beacon of opportunity or a place its own children feel they must leave? The answer will shape the future for all of us.